All right, 5-minute version. There's these art things I see places, and sometimes they're tall or small, and they're sculptural sometimes, or there was one on Market Street, and you hold hands, and it made a little noise, and sometimes they're things that you can put things inside of, and then they turn into something else, like a place where you can write free postcards, or sometimes there's like little libraries maybe even count, and then like there could be a whole like forest space, and you hang out and you sit there. What unites this kind of art? Maybe it's how we experience it. Maybe that it isn't particularly like a BYO kind of vibe, or like a DIY, or it's like at a party, or it's conceptual. Is it always interactive? I think it's not just sitting on the couch, though. I think it's sitting around that. It's not in a gallery, so that also seems like it's an important fact about it. Like the place that it is, all the little people are walking around doing their different things with it. It's not festival as gallery or street as gallery, though you could say that. I think it's just not a gallery at all. So I guess that means you do different things with it. Okay, you're supposed to do this activity, but you're not in pairs. So just hit pause and say one art you liked recently, one kind of art that you think might be related or not that you liked. Okay, and then hit unpause. If there's two of you, you can do both parts. I think the major legacy here, honestly, is Burning Man art. I know there's other influences, but in this area, the kind of art that I'm talking about definitely has a legacy to Burning Man. And so Burning Man art is powerful, monumental, and breathtaking. It's the best you've ever seen against the harsh elements in a huge space with an infinite variety of weirdos and no rules versus a gallery space with things standing on their own, an element of surprise, and yet things are temporary and money is suspended. So there's a special exceptionalism, it thinks. And I think that we're inheriting some parts of that. But this is not all words you could have about art. Just want to say, like, there's a lot of other things you could do. So maybe quote, the community is a subculture, and it's more like that these people just have things in common about how they like to act or what they like to do. Maybe they're just unimpressed with the mainstream. And there's some demographic concentration, though I don't think we could say for sure it is one thing. Not everyone is this, but I think it has a tendency. Or another way, this was the community's a subculture, this is the scene. Maybe there's a way that you could understand a scene like as some kind of a social network, or it is its own type of phenomenon in which there are these things that characterize it as being what that scene is like. Yeah, you've got to set a couch on fire to get people to come over. Special people, everyone's so special. So there's good things about this whole thing. And, at this point, maybe have we veered away from the art, or maybe were we talking about what supported the art and brought the art and appreciated the art, like the reason why the art existed at all? Because I'm pretty sure that that's how the power goes, is it's the culture first and the art is a little bit second. So, I'm not making the rules. I'm just guessing here. I think that there's some good things about this situation, which is that there's a comfort in weirdness. There's reciprocation. There's new beliefs. That there's satisfaction. That there's like a mythological playground. You can make things. There's definitely a feeling nothing else is more important to do just now. Not that there aren't better things, but it's like fucking cat videos on the internet. Seriously, people? This is how we're spending our life. So the waste, the bad. Some people say it's a waste of resources, or that it's workaholic, that people are trying too hard, that they're pushing themselves. People say it's a challenge because you always have to one-up yourself, so how can you always be more amazing? Maybe it can be elitist or snobby or exclusive. These are all things people say. I think that these can be valid complaints sometimes. That it trades off with care and connection, and that it's superficial, that it has not enough genuine something to it. Yeah, a lot of people don't like this slide, but I think it's worth thinking about. Okay, let's get back to art. Most ignorant art, everyone hates this slide. Sorry, this is the least popular slide. Most ignorant art is awful. Like, motherfucker thinks they can't draw, doesn't learn how to draw, doesn't look at drawings, doesn't think about drawing. Motherfucker can't draw. It's like self-fulfilling. If you're trying to make stupid shit, your shit's stupid. So like, why be stupid about it? I think there's a lot of ignorant art on Instagram, for instance, amateur painting you can find in a thrift store, garage bands, LED trees, no offense, my friends, and MySpace poetry. All these can be pretty fucking sad. So I think if we knew something more about our art, we would know what our modes and our themes are. And what are modes and themes? So themes are down the middle here. These are some classic themes from art, and these are ones we're really into. And our modes, we have a few of those too. So let's just look at here, embodied principle and then technology. This is when someone builds an art that's so technologically advanced it actually works and says exactly what it says it's going to do. Or embodied principle and love. And it depends on some kind of love-o-meter to determine if you are lovely or lovable, which may also connect with the mode of overt symbolism in which you say exactly what you mean immediately right off the bat. I don't know. What are our genres? Like, aren't there types of arts that you've seen that like have kind of almost a name? Dudes, I don't know. This is my last slide because the 5-minute version is the teaser. good history aids memory. If we don't fucking know, if we destroy our past, if we let it all be so ephemeral, what do we know about who we are and what we're doing? We should know them too.